This upcoming full moon in Cancer is one of 2 full moons that bookend the year 2023. Hi, I'm Megan, astrologer, plant mom, breaker of chains. Happy to be here. Before we get started, if you're looking for a full-on ritual guide with yoga, crystals, meditation, journaling, all of that good stuff, I will link my video from last year. In this video, I'm going to be updating the date and adding a few extra rituals, but if you want all of that same information, that is still the same. So I will link you to my Cancer full moon ritual guide video. Also, before we dive right in, this is my second time filming this video because of course it's Mercury Retrograde and of course my lighting was horrible. So now I am 2 glasses of wine deep refilming this. So please bear with me here. We are doing our best. We are doing our best. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. Also, I have a huge pimple right here that we can just ignore. I've been drinking. It's the holidays. So let us get into the video. This upcoming full moon is going to be occurring on Friday, January 6th at 6:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In native traditions, this full moon is known as the wolf moon because it happens during the height of winter, which is associated with, the wolf howling at the moon. There's my wolf. He's got a hurt paw. It is tragic. Cancer is a water sign. Water signs are associated with emotions, and it is a cardinal modality. Cardinal modalities are the first signs in their season and are the initiator of things. Cancer's glyph is the crab, and Cancer is associated with the archetype of the mother. Cancer is a very nurturing and supportive energy. If you guys have ever played The Sims, if you give someone like an aspiration and it's like the family type of sim that like always wants to have babies, always wants to have family around, that is very, very much Cancer energy. Cancer is ruled by the moon, which makes full moons occurring in Cancer extra intense, a very extra emotionally transformative and disruptive time. Cancer is associated with the 4th house of home, family, as well as memories. This month, look to see what sign is in your 4th house and what sign Cancer is in to see how this Cancer full moon might be coming through for you. So for example, I have Aries in my 4th house. Aries is a sign of action and aggression. In the 4th house, the sign of home and family. So this month I might take the lesson of being a little bit more chill, a little bit less hard and softer regarding my relatives or familiar relationships. Also, isn't it heartbreaking? His paw is like hurt, so he keeps licking it. I sanitized and he keeps taking the band-aid off, but yeah, it is. Oh, when your baby is sad, it is so sad. Moving on to shadow work for this full moon. It is so important to do shadow work during the full moon because full moons are illuminating and revealing. Full moons are the culmination of the moon's 29 day cycle. So it starts at the new moon, culminates in the full moon, and then goes back down to the new moon, rinse and repeat for all of eternity. And why we do shadow work and why we align with the full moon is because by doing so, we are directing the energy of the full moon, that light, that bright awareness that is already there, and we are using it to shape ourselves for the better. In short, that is why we manifest with the moon and why we do this, because who doesn't want to get better? If you don't want to improve yourself, then this is probably not the channel for you, honestly. So Cancer is a water sign as well as a cardinal modality. So that means it is good at initiating things in relation to that element of water. So emotional connections, those very homey and familial bonds. That's how you can determine the energy of pretty much any sign if you know the element and modality. In Cancer, again, water sign, very emotional. So a lot of the shadows, both the low and high vibrations, have to do with emotions. So on the high side, the Cancer is that very, very intuitive, so intuitive that it's almost psychic motherly energy. Cancer is ruled by the moon, which is associated with emotions as well as the divine feminine. On the high side, Cancer is a very intuitive, empathetic, and supportive energy. It's that energy of your mom pulls a random fork out of her bag because she somehow knew that you needed one. That is so aligned Cancer, so intuitive and empathetic that it's almost psychic. She's regulating its emotions. It's basically the energy of someone who tells their entire life story to someone at like the checkout at the grocery store. That is very out of whack Cancer energy. Also the energy of like using your emotions in kind of in a manipulative way, and they might, you might not be intending on that, but using your emotions to put pressure on someone, like through guilt. I know a lot of us probably have moms that do that. That is low Cancer. So this full moon, be aware of those shadows and just be realistic and honest with yourself and seeing if you are aligning with the higher or low side. I think of new and full moons as kind of a check-in point or almost a software reset where you can recalibrate. Like, okay, am I truly being in the highest vibration of this? Or am I being more in the shadow side? And that's okay, no one's perfect, but the first step is being aware. And full moons, they reveal. Full moons are a great energy to party, and that'll actually take me into our ritual ideas. If you've ever gone out during a full moon and had like, you know, a crazy, ridiculous night where you find out a little bit more about your friends than you knew before, that is very, very full moon. So this full moon, some rituals you can do. And again, if you're looking for like crystals, yoga, more rituals, check out my video from last year that I will link here, but some other rituals you can do. And this one I am personally doing. It's a great time to take a girls trip with either your sisters, your mom, or maybe friends who feel like family. I'm going on a trip and getting an Airbnb with a bunch of girlfriends from college, which will be very exciting. And I think the full moon is a great time to party. I will plan vacations around the full moon, honestly. It's just like, there is just something different about that if you go like out during the full moon. And if you know, you know. Mars and Mercury will be in retrograde during this full moon, so just be aware of any communications or argumentative mishaps. That's why astrology to me is very helpful. It helps prepare you in advance to notice things in yourself. Like, okay, Mars is retrograde. I am lashing out about this for no reason. I would never use a retrograde as a reason like not to travel. I think challenges are good. I've said this before on this channel, but nothing neither is good nor bad. It merely is. So sometimes the easiest thing isn't necessarily how you're growing, and sometimes challenges build character. So that's what retrogrades invite us to embrace. Anyway, thank you for coming to my TED Talk, and moving on to our next ritual. This full moon is a great time to use that Cancer nurturing energy to really spruce up or give a good grooming or like a spa day to something that you feel maternal over. So if you have an actual child or a plant or a pet, now would be a great time to clip their nails, get rid of dead leaves, give them a bath, that kind of thing, to really open up your heart as well as expand in that lovely Cancer energy. That is the highest vibration of Cancer, that giving, motherly, caring energy. Another ritual that I recommend for every full moon in water sign is a bath ritual. I do have a witchy bath protection ritual up on my channel that I will link, but especially with this full moon in Cancer, it is likely going to be a little bit of an emotional upheaval or disruption or dysregulation, you know, something weird. Maybe you cry, maybe you get mad, whatever you do, it is always better to do it in a bath, maybe with a glass of wine, listening to music. And I'm actually super excited because I have a specific full moon bath bomb, which I got from this place, Witch Baby Soap. And it is like designed for this full moon. I will link my unboxing video of Witch Baby Soap below. I love doing a bath ritual. I think it's so important. It's such an important form of self-care, especially if you're someone who's always on the go and always have like all these devices and emails and family. You know, just take some time, lock yourself in a bathtub and do a meditation or listen to some music and have a good cry if you need it. I hope you enjoyed this Cancer full moon update for this upcoming full moon on January 6th, 2023. I will link my blog post in the description that has all kinds of crystals, more rituals, journal prompts, all that good stuff. So let me know in the comments below if you have any prominent Aquarius placements, because I am bringing back subscriber readings and my next video will be for the new moon in Aquarius. Now that I actually have a little bit of extra bandwidth and like a camera, I am bringing those back. So I will pick 1 or 2 commenters who let me know what their Aquarius placement is, and I will give you a little reading. And it'll probably be a good one because honestly, I love Aquariuses. When I get together with an Aquarius, it is a fun time. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful first full moon of 2023. What? Cannot believe we are here, and I will see you in the next one.